Hi, I'm Michael Tennell with Tux Digital, and in this episode of This Week in Linux, it's a Black Friday edition. And this is, just to be clear before we continue, this episode is not a replacement for the regular news episode that's going to be streamed tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and then released on Sunday, like normal. This is not replacing that episode. This is just in addition to. Also, all the links that I talk about, all the different products and services, will be in the video description of this particular video. So totally check those out if you're interested in any of the products that are going to be mentioned in this episode. And just to be full disclosure, a few of the products and services that I'm mentioning, I will get a kickback, such as like Amazon. So anyway, moving on. Let's get to the services and products that are on sale for Black Friday for Linux-minded consumers. Every year, Steam has a huge sale for Black Friday, and this year is no different. A couple of weeks ago, we saw the Steam Link on sale for $15, and today it's on sale for $5. So if you didn't get it the last time, I doubt they're going to make it anything cheaper than $5 unless they made it for free. So check it out. I'm probably going to get it now at $5 because it's hard to deny like its usability and its usefulness at $5. But also, you have Rocket League on sale for $10, Rust on sale for $10, and a whole lot more. Naturally, Rocket League's one of the best options to go with. So if you're wondering, Fanatical is also doing a Black Friday sale where you can get not only games on sale, but there's also a coupon code to save 10% on top of already existing prices. So if you use the coupon code Black Friday 10, you can save even more on everything that's already going on sale. So lots of games on sale. There's still more to talk about. For even more games, you can go to the Humble Bundle website. The Humble store has a lot of games on sale, including Sanctum 2, which is on sale for free. 100% discount. So if you've ever wanted to play that game, or you're just interested and like to get stuff for free, check out the Humble store. Links in the video description. Itch.io also is having a sale, and if you ever never heard of Itch.io, it's a great game. It's a great platform to buy a lot of like cool indie games. So check them out as well. Feral Interactive is doing a sale themselves on their own website. So if you'd like to purchase directly from the source, check out the Feral Interactive website where you can find discounts of Mad Max and Grid Autosport and various other games where they're typically about 50% off of the normal price. So that's pretty cool. Check those out. Links in the video description. And finally, in the Linux gaming section of the Black Friday edition of This Week in Linux is GOG.com. They have a lot of great games on sale as well, including The Witcher 2, so be sure to check those out. And the video description will have links to all of the stores, so you can go directly there, and most of which have the ability to limit just showing Linux games, but not all of them. So where the ones that I could limit it to just Linux games, I did. The ones that were not possible to do that, unfortunately, obviously I did not. But I tried. Anyway, check out the video description for all the links to all the great games sales. If you're a Linux fan, you might actually also be interested in self-hosting your own services. Now, there are many different ways to do this. You could host it on your own computers at your own house, but then you have to open up some ports on your firewall and things like that, and that's not really that ideal for some people. So there are other options is to get a VPS or get a hosting plan, and that's probably the easiest setup to go with. So I would like to now address the self-hosters out there. Here are 3 options for discounts of Black Friday deals for self-hosting or web hosting services. Starting first with Bluehost. Bluehost is a shared hosting. They also have dedicated hosting and everything like that, but shared hosting is their most commonly used thing. So what's really cool about this particular company is that you can purchase the current discount is $2.65 per month. And now this applies to your very first order, not every single time. You don't just start this process and it stays there. It's the very first one. So just to be clear about that up front. The next thing that's cool is that Bluehost offers the ability to do 5 years in advance. So you could actually potentially, I haven't technically tested this because I'm not going to sign up for 5 years for an account for testing, but the way they structure it, I have tested it before because I have used their services before, that you can purchase for 5 years in advance. So it's possible that you could get this discount up to 5 years if you purchase it all up front. Now, that might seem like a lot that you're paying for 5 years, but because it's so cheap, you're not actually paying that much in the long run. So that might be worth checking out if you're interested in doing any kind of hosting for websites or self-hosting services or whatever, really, whatever. The next hosting company on the list is Hostgator. And Hostgator has a similar deal where they're doing $2.43 a month. Now, they do a similar thing where you pay, your discount applies to the very first order. Now, what I would suggest on this particular website, they do the same thing where you can purchase a long amount of time. They only offer 3 years in advance at the maximum. I mean, you could actually you don't have to do 5 years for Bluehost. Just you could do other ones, but the maximum for Hostgator is 3 years. So if you like the services that are offered by Hostgator, which there are some cool services that Hostgator offers, I would say that their VPS and dedicated servers are not really that competitive pricing wise. So I would say if you're looking for a shared hosting service for your website or your self-hosted service or whatever you wanted to do, those like Bluehost or Hostgator are both fine for that. On the VPS side or dedicated server side is OVH. And OVH is having a big Black Friday sale as well, including this, what I would suggest right now is the VPS SSD. So that's kind of like a DigitalOcean droplet, sort of, but that's basically what they are. But OVH offers this services as well, and I would say check these out because the Black Friday deal is pretty good. Like you get one core, but 2 gigs of RAM, 2.4 gigahertz core of that CPU, 10 gigs storage, and you get this all for just $2.24 a month. I mean, for the first year, and you do have to pay full in advance for the full year. So it's not, you're not just paying $2.24 to set it up. But the normal price is still less than $5, so it's still a good deal anyway. But so like the first year, you only can purchase 1 year at a time for this particular service. But that's okay because it's a really good deal and it's a good offering in general. So if you're looking for something that's got more power and give you more control than just a shared hosting service, then definitely check out OVH because they also have some great options for dedicated servers as well. So like this $63 for dedicated might seem like a lot, and it is, but you can get up to 64 gigs of RAM. So if you need that, there you go. If you are interested in getting some hosting services for your own self-hosting of various different projects or something like that, then definitely check out Namecheap.com to get your domain for those self-hosted services. Namecheap is having a Black Friday sale right now for up to 88% off of different services and stuff, including domains such as .coms and .nets and etc. and .orgs even. There are some deals that are actually pretty cool also as well, like the Who Is Guard stuff or the prices for SSL stuff. Like, and you could use Let's Encrypt for free as well in various different hosting services, especially like OVH and stuff like that, where you have like complete control. But some shared hosting services don't offer those. Namecheap also has their own shared hosting and regular like dedicated and VPS hosting as well. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and check those out too. But I wanted to point out that I wanted to feature them specifically for their domains as well because their domains are pretty cheap and it's the name of the company sounds a little sketchy because you're like Namecheap. So how good are their services, right? Actually, it's pretty good. It's quite good, and their deals are like the cheap part is just the price. Like their services are pretty good. But what's even cooler is if let's say for example you were to just purchase the price at purchase a domain at a regular price. If you compare the prices for Namecheap compared to like GoDaddy, the prices for Namecheap are well under GoDaddy's prices. You can get Namecheap domain plus WhoisGuard for less than just the domain from GoDaddy. And that's pretty cool. And that's the regular price. Now the Black Friday deal's even cheaper. Even if you aren't looking for a domain now, feel free to bookmark this because it's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good service. Well, it's a good deal too. Private Internet Access offers VPN services, and their Black Friday deal is getting 64% savings so that you purchase 3 years in advance. It has to be 3 years, and you get that for a total of $89.95. Now, if you were to have purchased if you purchase it on a monthly basis, $89 is essentially what you would pay over the course of a year. Now, if you were to purchase the discounted version of paying it 1 year in advance, it would cost you about $40 to get that. So, if you were to do this Black Friday deal, you get the 3 years for the price of basically 2. Essentially, basically, it's close enough. It is if you do the regular the annual fee and you pay 3 in advance, you get it costs about $120. So you're essentially saving you're almost getting a year for free. Pretty close to a year for free. So this is a very good deal. If you don't already have a VPN service or you're looking into it, absolutely check out Private Internet Access, and this is a good deal. Private Internet Access is heavily contributing to the open source community and services. So, for example, they've sponsored various different projects like the KDE project and things like that. But not only did they do that, but they purchased the Freenode network and now are continuing. They're the people who are backing the Freenode, all the Freenode IRC servers. So, and they don't just sponsor Freenode; they purchase Freenode. So now Freenode has not really changed as far as how you interact with it. It's still 100% free. It's still for open source projects, all that stuff. It's just now Private Internet Access are the people who are funding it. So that's pretty awesome. Like the amount of stuff they do for the community is fantastic. So if you are interested in VPN and you're looking at saving money, check the video description for the link to the specific. You have to go to a specific URL for this because I don't think there's a way to say just give me this particular thing. Anyway, it's in the video description. Next up is the Linux Foundation. They're running a deal for the course plus certification bundle that normally would be $600. They're running it for $179. So this particular course is for beginners who are looking to acquire or polish up their professional Linux system administration skills. And also this certification is for the Linux Foundation Certified System Administration exam. So if you're interested in that, this is a pretty good deal. HP has discounts up to 50% for all of their products, including laptops, desktops, printers, all kinds of stuff. So if you're not aware that the HP is a company that typically has pretty good support for Linux. Unfortunately, they're not going to by default. They do have stuff that come with Linux by default, but not much. But they do offer really good support, especially their printers for, I don't know, at least 10 years, maybe more. The stuff for the HP printers, the support for it has been fantastic. They almost just pretty much almost always. I can't really guarantee always, but every printer I've ever tested, I just plug it in and it just works. every HP printer I've ever tested, it just works. So if you're looking for a new printer or anything like a laptop or whatever, give this a shot. There's actually like a couple $100 savings on multiple products, so that's pretty cool. So if you're interested in any HP products, go ahead and check out the video description for a link to this Black Friday page. So this next one is not necessarily Linux specific, but it's geek specific, right? So ThinkGeek has some cool products, and I was just messing around looking at various different Black Friday sales, and I saw some cool stuff on the ThinkGeek website. So, why not include it? Because it's applicable, I think. Applicable? Which one? How are you supposed to say that word? Anyway, moving on. So you can check out all the different products in the video description. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. But first, the thing I wanted to check out is this Digital Wizard hoodie, because this looks pretty cool. So let's check that out. Okay, so this hoodie looks pretty sick. It's got different colors and structures, so you can cast spells, and based on your movements, it changes the color of things and has different sound effects for various different spells, I guess. So this is pretty cool. I like the idea of this. This was actually created a couple years ago as a joke for April Fools, and then so many people wanted it, they were like, just make it. Come on, well, this is cool, but you got to make it now. And so they did. So this is pretty cool. And if it's on sale for, I think 50% off or something like that, or even more than that. But anyway, it's pretty sick. Next up is Amazon. Well, Amazon has Black Friday sales. They have tons of stuff on here, like crock pots and computer, mouse, SSDs, all kinds of stuff. So I just thought I would put this in here because a couple reasons. One, there are a couple good computer parts on sale. There's some SSDs. I'll have a link to an SSD that's a 120 gig SSD for $50. In fact, it's the BX 300 SSD. This one right here. So this is on sale for $48 with free shipping, and so that's cool. But also, Amazon has a bunch of other stuff. You can go ahead and check them out. And secondly, if you want to, buy some other stuff whenever, feel free, because Amazon, I get a little bit back from Amazon, for so if you're going to buy something, from Amazon anyway, you might as well use the link in the video description to give me credit for that. I'm not pressuring you or anything. Just. Oh, before I leave the Amazon part, this drone, the DJI Spark, is pretty sick. It connects to your phone, and your phone is the controller. But this is on sale for $100 off for $400. There's also a bundle version that you can get. You can get this one also for another $100 off, so you can get it for $600, and it gives you the controller and all the extra propeller stuff like that. So anyway, I just saw this on the list of things on sale, so I was like, this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna add that too. One more Amazon thing, because this SSD thing is actually good, because I looked at more of the crucials. The MX 300 also is on discount. That's not much of a discount, but it's a good product, so it's a pretty decent deal anyway. So you're saving a little bit. This particular version, the 275 gigabyte, they have weird numbers. Let's go ahead and point that out. They have some weird numbers for their options. Anyway, this one is 275 gigabytes, and it's $80. Basically, $79.99. It's $80. $130 for the 525 gigabyte. So that's a pretty good deal. So the 275 gigabyte, 525 gigabytes, those are both on sale. So if you're interested in having a bigger, more powerful SSD, then check those out. And finally, in the episode, this random episode of Black Friday edition of This Week in Linux is the Geek Buying Black Friday sale. They have a bunch of cool stuff that's not Linux related. To be fair, it's kind of like ThinkGeek, where it's just a bunch of like geek related stuff, like watches and phones and laptops and etc. Anyway, thanks for watching this Black Friday edition of This Week in Linux, and I hope you have a great Black Friday or a great holiday and happy Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream of This Week in Linux episode 15. This does not count. This is like 14.5 or something. I don't know. So thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.